Recently, I've watched the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter series, and I've noticed that there's two very similar characters. We have Gandalf and Dumbledore, both very old and both wizards, so I decided we're going to find out who has more aura. Starting off with general attributes. First off, we have Albus Dumbledore. He is 6'4". This is based off the books, not the movies. The movies, he's a little shorter. It'll make sense, I promise. He's 112 based off of what we're going off of. He's a half-blood wizard. He is the headmaster of Hogwarts, and he is the strongest wizard in the Harry Potter universe. So, pretty good stats, and he's hitting that pose. You got to give it to him. Next up, our general attributes of Gandalf. He is 5'6" in the books. In the movies, he's 5'11". But like I said, we're going off the books. So he is 5'6". His human form, that's in parentheses, is a few thousand years old. I don't know the lore. I'm not trying to read that word. He's existed before the creation of the universe. We're going off the gray wizard form because if I do anything else, it's just not fair. And he has the ability to become the white wizard. Overall, Dumbledore scares Voldemort, which, it's kind of aura that everybody is scared of him in the Harry Potter universe. So Dumbledore scaring Voldemort, you gotta give it to him. And he's tall. Yeah, so that's 1 point to Dumbledore. All right, who is the tougher fits? This is the real question. They both have their own distinct style. First off, we look at Dumbledore. A lot of robes, a lot of different colors. Really likes hats. He's always got those on. And then he's got the glasses, wears them sometimes doesn't. He likes a wide variety of outfits, which is very respectable. And, I don't think he has a bad outfit pictured here. Moving on to Gandalf, he keeps it very simple. He stays true to the name. When he's Gandalf the Grey, he's got all gray on. When he's Gandalf the White, he's got all white on. I can respect the dedication to the name and the fit. But let's just be honest. Dumbledore has that shit on. You got to give it to him. Look at that stance. He knows he has it on too, and I respect that. All right, we're going on to substance abuse. Okay. Dumbledore's drinking ability. He handled the Horcrux potion with minimal bitching, and he's pretty much sipping on something every meal. Dumbledore is always down to have a good time and have a nice drink, which is respectable. But let's be honest, it's nothing compared to Gandalf the Great's ability to have a good time. He's smoking at almost every occasion given, and he partied with the hobbits. I don't know if you've seen the movie. They go hard, and Gandalf was there for it. And, like I said, it's hard to find a scene where he's not smoking if he's not at battle. That's just his leisure time is smoking, and I respect it. So, overall, they're both a good time, but Gandalf has to get the point. Weaponry. This is a very important one. As you can tell, I picked two very high forms of weaponry. We have the Fortnite Heavy Sniper, which if you know, you know. And the Minecraft Diamond Sword. They're both iconic, and, I think it represents what we're looking for here. First off, we have the Elder Wand for Dumbledore. It's the most powerful wand in the Harry Potter universe. Now, I don't completely remember, but I don't think he gets that till very late into his life. Or maybe he had it and gave it back. I don't remember. I don't know the lore, to be completely honest. Point is, it's a very powerful wand, the most powerful wand, and Dumbledore has it. Doing research, he also has the Sword of Gryffindor. It's never been used in a battle, but he has it. It looks cool. I was just looking at things to fulfill his arsenal. I'm going to keep it a stack. He mainly just uses his wand. Moving on to Gandalf. Gandalf has a sword. It is the Glamdring. I said that wrong. I don't care. It glows blue in the presence of orcs and goblins. He also has his staff, which is used to cast spells, and is a walking stick, so very versatile. And he also has the Naira, which is the Ring of Fire, which is one of the 13 rings. Don't yell at me, Lord of the Rings fan, so I got that wrong. It's either 13 or 11. So yeah, he's a little bit more of an arsenal, more variety in his arsenal, which is never a bad thing. So, I think we have to give it to Gandalf. He has the coolest weapons, and he's more versatile, so you got to give it to him. And he gets in there. I feel like Dumbledore doesn't really get in the mass battles, but then again, there's no battles to this scale in Harry Potter. Going on to magic. Dumbledore is an expert dueler. He can teleport, he can cast really fast, and once again, he's known as one of the smartest and best wizards. To be completely fair to Dumbledore, he had to get jumped to die. He got jumped by like 5 people, and he pretty much had to let them kill him. I don't think Dumbledore would have died if it wasn't for the bigger plan he was plotting, so we can't take that away from him. I think Dumbledore is a very respectable magic user, and you can't take anything away from him. Gandalf, another expert dueler, he pretty much killed the Blorgarg by himself. I said that wrong. Once again, I don't care. Which, look at that thing. He killed that by himself. He also has the ability to come back to life after death. Well, it was given to him, but yes. Various spells, and can use magic and traditional weapons at the same time. I already said that. So yeah, he's a little bit more hands to hands and the staff and all that. Where Dumbledore is very much solely magic. But we have to keep it honest. I made Gandalf the Grey, because if he wasn't Gandalf the Grey, he would absolutely destroy Dumbledore in a fight. And even as Gandalf the Grey, he would still absolutely destroy Dumbledore. I know that wasn't what it was meant to be, but let's just keep it a stack. Gandalf would win. So if you're keeping track, that is Gandalf 3 points, Dumbledore 2. So Gandalf has more aura. Look at this picture. You just have to admit it. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.